Hello and welcome. How are we all doing? Hope you're all doing okay and have a great weekend. So this week we're going to be sorting out the mirrors. I love these mirrors. Don't get me wrong. I think they look really good. But the problem I've got with these mirrors is my gate and my shed door, or the place I keep my bike. Is they kind of get in the way, and they've been knocked a couple of times, and this one's broke and flaps around in the wind now, so it's not been very mirrory, so it kind of sort of flaps around. I can't see much out of it. So my plan is swap these mirrors out. I've got some cheap ones off eBay. Obviously I could just take them off and have no mirrors at all and ride around a bit sketchy like, and I have to keep looking over my shoulder. But I've got some cheap ones off eBay. They're not standard Bandit mirrors because they look a bit bland and boring. The Bandit. So I'm going to swap these mirrors out. And whilst I'm here, I might look at maybe taking 10 centimetres off either side of the handlebars to make it a bit narrower as well, to help me get it in the gate even more and in the shed even more. It shouldn't affect the handling too much. It might make it a bit heavier on the slower corners, but that's fine. As I said, I'm not into blarting around everywhere at 600 million miles an hour because I'm a bit too old for that. I'm approaching 50 and yeah, things hurt when you fall off. So it doesn't matter too much about sort of all that kind of stuff. I just want a bike I can cruise around on, have some fun on, but be safe as well at the same time. Reason for these mirrors. So let's pop these mirrors off, see if I can shorten these bars a bit and pop the new mirrors on. Let's get cracking, shall we? So let's pop these mirrors off. I'm trying to do this as I hold the phone. It shouldn't be too hard though. So if you'd like some free mirrors, leave us a little comment in the comment section below and send me an email. I've got an email address which is somewhere in the description in this video. That's one off. Let's pop the other side off. Oh god, this might even be a really quick video, you know. Depending how hard it is to get these bars shortened up, if they're gonna, or narrowed up a bit, if it's gonna work. I said I really like these mirrors, but it's just a bit of an annoyance. So I've cut the bar, cut about 7 to 8 mil off, maybe 10 mil. I'm going to do the other side. Just remember though, because you've got to shift everything across, there's notches which holds these in place, and you got to move that up as well so everything can shuffle up a bit further. And if you've got little holders in there, so I've done mine using a pipe cutter, but that took forever. So I would advise to use a hacksaw, but cut it straight, or if you've got some kind of other metal cutting tool, cut it nice and straight. But this will cut you nice and straight. I've done this before with mountain bike bars many a times, but I think obviously being a thicker material, it took a little while and I got blisters on my hand. Not for the first time either. So let's pop the mirror on and see how it's going to look. So here's the mirrors. They're just some cheap old eBay jobbies. Yeah. I think it was about 15 quid, but I think they look kind of fancy-ish. They're not brilliant, but as long as I can see behind me and they don't fall off, I don't really care. Well, they're made of aluminium. Weren't expecting that. Oh, I was expecting them to be plastic. Got a nice feel to them, and they got a tint as well. Look at that. That's probably just some kind of protective layer. I might leave that on. I don't know yet, but anyway, let's pop these on and see how they look, shall we? Because I like the feel of those. They're not bad. I might leave a link a link to these in the description below. I think there's about 15 quid. They're not bad. Bit crap around the edge here, but yeah, I like those. Let's pop this on and have a look, see how it looks. And there we go. They're on. Bit fiddly to do, but it's on. And well, obviously I need to tighten it up a bit. But yeah, I think it kind of looks a bit better than the other ones as well. It's got more of a sporty look to it. I think so, in my opinion, anyway. But yeah, quite happy with that. Pop that bar end back on. Get on cracking on with the other side. So I'll see you on the other side in a second. See you on the flip side. Ha ha! So let's get this lot off, or cracked off. That one's loose. I know, I probably could loosen that because I've done that one. Dickhead Adrian. So let's get these loosened off. I might even just try and pop that off so I can swing it around here. It gives a bit more space to slide that up to cut that bar end down. Get the new mirror on, slide that lot up. Let's pop those somewhere safe. 1, 2, different size nuts on that as well. So please remember that, should you ever do that. Disconnect the brake switch. And bosh, that's that bit out the way. Now I think there's 2 screws on that. Might have to take this apart to get it off and get it over, but let's have a look. So let's try and get this cracked off without rounding the screws off. So I've had that issue before. Right, sorry about that. That was tight, that one. I was worried about it rounding the head, but managed to get undone, not rounding the head. Just lift it up slightly. I slid it across, I don't take it off. I'm going to start to cut this bar, this side up. I'm going to take about that much off. And I'll show you how I do it with a pipe cutter. So put the old pipe cutter on. I'm going to do it the width of that one now. That's what I've done on the other side. It just takes a few mil off. It's not going to be bloody, shouldn't make too much difference to the handling or the steering. It's just enough so I can get it through the gate a bit easier for now, even though I've still got the bar end on now until I get some bar end weights. I forgot to get some of those, but that'll do for now. I'm gonna get a full set, see if I can get some matching in yellow, or maybe you can get different coloured ones and bloody paint them if I have to. But anyway, let's get that off. Pipe cutter on. Give it a couple of turns. Obviously, I'm trying to do this one-handed whilst I hold the phone. And you'll start to see the scoring. If you can see the scoring, it's nice and tight. Every couple of turns, hopefully you can see that scoring. Keep doing that. But as I said, when I've done the other side, it's probably going to be easier with a hacksaw on these. I used to do this on the mountain bikes and push bikes. It was great. But obviously you've got different thickness handlebars on motorcycles, obviously, because the weight and stuff like that might be easier with a bloody hacksaw. So I'm going to get this off and we'll get cracking. I'll see you in a bit.
3 hours later.
So that's cut off. Let me show you. So that's cut off now. That was an arse. I've broken my bloody pipe cutter. So I need a new pipe cutter now, or maybe just get an hacksaw. But I still might get a pipe cutter for the mountain bikes and push bikes. But still, that's done. That's shortened down by about 8 mil, I'd say. New hole drilled for the switch gear. Let's bolt all this back up, put it all back together, pop the mirror on, and then the bike is done. I can get back out on it and obviously put that back on, put bits and bobs back on. But yes, exciting times! So pinch these back up, get all these done. Pop the mirror on, pop the end cap on, or end weight. As said, if you'd like some free mirrors, comment in the comments section below. The mirrors are usable. Comment in the comments section below and email the address in the description and they're yours. As long as you're in the UK, and I'll send them out to you. They'll be yours unless you're local and you can come and pick them up if you'd like to. Bar end mirrors for free. So that's that done anyway. Let's pop the end cap, the bar end weight on, and the mirror. So let's pop this mirror on, pinch that up for now. I won't do it too tight, just because I want to sort of adjust things before I go out for a ride. I've had to put this in this lever in a slightly different angle, different position to the other side, because it wasn't getting on now. Oh, get that up there. There we go. So there we go. The mirrors are now on. I'm going to move that one around as well, so they're matching. Otherwise, it's going to do my OCD, and I'm going to go nuts. But there we go. No more bar end mirrors, which again, like I said, I loved them. I really did like them. But just getting in and out the gate was a bit of a mission. Yes, I could have taken them off and shortened the bars and popped them back on, but I was having to sort of lean to one side to look in the mirror every time because they were down there, and obviously, well, up there. I didn't find it very comfortable. So these ones will hopefully give me slightly better viewing. Let's get these sorted. I just noticed something. That's I'm going to adjust those as well, because that's going to do my OCD in as well. So I'm spin that one around maybe. But yes, anyway, all done. I'll get these tidied up and we'll have a little chat in a second. So mirrors are on. I've changed out a couple of bolts for Torx bolts because they were silver and it was bugging me. So I've changed those out for Torx bolts as well. So these are off a proper decent. So these are decent bolts. These are decent brands that I've got in the past. Have worked extremely well, and they work better than the cheap Chinese ones that come with the mirrors. Put the caps on, everything's bolted on. I've realigned that so it suits that. It's a bit of an arse to get the choke on and off, but I'm happy with that because they're now facing the right way. Yes, done. Let's spin you around and have a little chat. So there we go, all done. Bike is all finished. I've done everything that I wanted to do. I've noticed a couple more issues that I need to sort out. The brake light doesn't work on the rear brakes. That's something else for me to do. What else is that I noticed? Obviously, when I've done the ignition, someone's previously fisted a couple of normal bolts in there, which they've cut but not rounded off the edges, so it's ruined all the threads inside the top yoke. So I need to get the top yoke off at some point. It's in there for now. It will do for now, but it's something that's going to bug me later on down the line. So I'll pop those off, pop the top yoke off, re-thread the bolts, and get some bolts online. I found some on eBay, genuine Suzuki security bolts for £4.50 each. So I don't know why someone didn't want to fork out £4.50, £5 for a couple of bolts, or £10 for a couple of bolts. So I'll sort that out as well. What else do I need to add? And just generally tidy it up now. I'm quite happy. Got everything I needed. New mirrors on now, USB, and yeah, pretty chuffed with that. Remember, if you are liking the videos, just give us a cheeky little subscribe. Doesn't cost nothing and it helps the channel out greatly. And I want to share my experiences of family life and bandit life and just general life in general. Modern, normal UK family, working family. Tag along with us. Give us a subscribe. I'm going to try and do a video every Friday. And thank you very much for watching another Bandit video. Adios amigos, buenos noches, goodbye.
That's all, folks.